Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the, what's it called? It's not a shop, is it? It's a house with a shop underneath it. Either way, welcome back to it. Last time, exterior was completed entirely. I don't think I've made any additions to it, but anyway, we are going inside this time. And for this, we are going to need some things. So, we're going to go for stone bricks at the first instance, because that's what the floor is made of. Down here, you notice there is a 1 block gap to the windows here. Stone bricks all in here. I'm not going to actually bother doing it. Good grief, that would take ages. But what we are going to do is put in the last 3 here. My mouse is making a really strange noise. Oh, and then we are going to use spruce stairs, spruce wood, and we are also going to need quartz, and we are going to need these 2 blocks here as well. So into the corner here, you want to place a spruce log like this, and then place a stair. This is going to be the staircase up to the first floor, like this. Oh, there we go, like that. But there is no floor. Problem solved. We're going to put one in. Now, if we come over here, we want our floor to roughly be here, like this. But that leaves us a lot of space to play with underneath, so I'm thinking we can do something with this. So I think we're going to go with like a multi-layered floor, kind of like a multi-layered sandwich. We're going to have a layer of quartz underneath the wood here, and then we're going to have beams, I think, running underneath the quartz. So if we just start putting this in like this, this glowstone is going to have to move, so we'll move that lower like that. So where do we want to put the beams in? I'm thinking we put them directly in line with the vertical beams here, like this. I think that would be fairly decent. We're going to have to put one in here. That's going to look kind of silly, isn't it? Oops. We may do something with that. Anyway, I think we'll put the beams here. This is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while. So while I'm filling in these beams, I'll talk to you about the other build I'm doing, Cascade, the modern house. It's taking a little while to do that because the idea was that I would have a series of streams running underneath it, and my original concept, whilst I was building off camera, I discovered isn't going to work. So I've had to change it halfway through, which is unfortunate because it means I am delayed in putting out another episode. I haven't abandoned it, otherwise I would have said, because I made a video where I said I was abandoning Stackhouse episodes, even though I wasn't abandoning the build. I was abandoning doing the episodes because it just didn't interest me anymore. Stackhouse actually is the most successful project I've posted on Planet Minecraft, incidentally, so don't give up, everybody, don't give up. Anyway, I don't think I'll finish this. I think I will just show you the gist of it. This is what it looks like underneath. We've got these little gaps here. I think we can either put lighting in there, or failing that, we can have upside down stairs in here like this. Lighting might be a good shout though. Lighting might be a very good shout. We'll see. We'll see about that because the ceilings are sufficiently high enough to put lamps hanging down from. Anyway, we must move on to more important things, such as the floor up here. Same thing again. More beams in line with the vertical beams on the side of the house, like this. You can't really go wrong with this. There we go. And for the roof, the roof is interesting actually. Hold on, because the level of the floor is going to be here. But instead of, you'll notice that my ceiling positions are leaving a 1 block gap to the above windows. Up here, there isn't room for a 3 deep ceiling like down there. So we're going to have to transition to a 2 deep ceiling. Now, we can either be clever about this or not. I think we're going to try and be clever. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So we'll put the beams in as usual here. Like such. This is dead easy. Of course, this means there's no quartz. However, I think what we can do is, if I can just place this spruce stuff down here a minute, like this. You see we've got this sort of, oh dear, I've done a bad job of that really, haven't I? Excellent, right, there we go. We've got wood on wood here. That doesn't necessarily look bad. You can keep that actually if you want. That doesn't necessarily look bad, but what I would suggest doing is putting quartz slabs in here, like this. Because that way you've still got the white ceiling as well as the beams. It's like a best of both worlds solution. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of block placing now that needs to happen. Actually, no, it isn't. It doesn't. I'm an idiot. What am I talking about? I can just do this. We'll just put the quartz in here, like this. I'm doing this one here near to the stairs because I need to show you where the other stairs are going to go. Although I think it should be pretty damn obvious where the stairs are going to go from this. Oh, a bit of lag there. Never mind. I also apologise for the contrast issues on the last episode. I completely failed to understand them. So hopefully I can get on top of them for this one because we're inside and it matters more than ever. And I want my videos to be quality. I don't want to just be like pumping out bad videos. It's why I don't make a daily video. I want stuff that's sort of interesting rather than just pure quantity. Anyway, here's your staircase. Now the idea is that the wall will be somewhere here. This is the interior wall for the rooms up here. The wall will be somewhere along here and there'll be a corridor stretching away down here. This is enough space. This is enough space, honestly. It's not a massive house. Anyway, staircase is going to be slightly different. We're going to start it here. Oh, no. Here instead. Glowstone isn't in the way, actually, which is a nice change. And we're going to keep going. Keep going. Till we stop up here. I'm just going to figure out where it all ends. I think we've reached the correct height already, actually. We have! How nice. And then, of course, you will repeat that over here, except you won't be 1 block in, you will be 2 blocks in. Because you've got to remember, the roof slopes down here, so we have to sort of, the staircase has to come up somewhere in the middle. I haven't actually tested this theory yet, so this is going to be an interesting one. This is looking good so far, actually. No, we've come up in the wrong place, so yeah. I think we will need to stay with the same staircase as the floor below. This is not something you get to see very often. Me working on a build sort of live, as it were. And the floor is up here. Oh, scheisse. There we go. Even that might be in the wrong. Even that might be wrong because let's presume for a second that we've got this here. Of course, these will be stairs actually. Even so, that is a pretty head-bashing ordeal there, isn't it? We may have to move this staircase back 1 again. I wouldn't be against that, but I'm struggling to see how we could fit that in. Oh, we haven't even started it on the right level. Ah, that might be why we've been having problems. Let's rebuild that staircase because it might be that we are actually fine and we don't need to. Yeah, okay, right. It looks like we'll be all right with the staircase in the position it is in here. There we go. That's how my mind works when I'm building. But anyway, you should have your staircases in like this. And your floors will have beams and quartz and spruce on them in this sort of strange sandwich. The best thing to do now for me, fill everything in on all the floors. And then I will... Oh, look. I missed this. How did I miss this? How on earth did I miss this? There we go. That's better. I'll fill everything in. And then I will come back when it's done. Okay, all the floors are in now. As evidenced by the fact that you can't see all the way to the roof anymore, which is good. However, there is a new problem, and that's staircases. Now, the staircases in the original, I checked, are sealed, which means that they aren't open. They are behind walls. And I'm wanting to be as accurate as possible, so I will be sealing up these staircases too. Oh, didn't know this gap here existed. Oh well, learn something new every day. I think we'll fill it with bricks. So I think, oh dear, we can have a pattern of, hang on a minute, no, that would be the correct thing to do. Yeah, excellent. We can use a pattern of logs like this to seal the staircase away in as nice a sort of manner as possible. There we go. That doesn't look bad. It's not bad at all. I think there's a gap up there. Of course, we are into stripy pajama territory here, so actually, now, do I want the logs to follow the staircase up? That might be quite cool. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got a bit of a problem here, haven't we? Let's just deal with this first. Let's just deal with this first. And that will be a log. There we go. Problem solved. This bit looks a bit strange. Oh well, we'll keep it. We'll keep it for now. What should we do here? Should we keep that? Or should we put a cross brace in? Let's put a cross brace in. Let's put it somewhere about here. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like it. That, quite conveniently, actually, allows us to build a section here. So we can get rid of these two. We can put clay in. And we can get rid of those and put the clay in as well. Excellent. That went really well. That went better than I thought it would. For the sake of realism, because it's going to bug me otherwise, I think I'm going to put a cross beam in here. There we go. Immersion no longer ruined. Now, because we are sealing the staircases, we're going to have to move the walls that were here out one, which is not a big issue, really. I mean, I'm not even sure I want a wall here anymore. Because we need a living space, and this is a pretty good living space. So anyway, it's basically a case of rinse and repeat, really. Just, that's going to look a bit silly, isn't it? We may have to slightly change the design. Oh well, it's good to have a variation in design. There we go. So we've varied the design slightly for this one. Same thing again, obviously. Build it up, put the cross brace in. Underneath the stair here, your choice. But I think I'm going to revert to ye olde trusty upside down stairs to cover here. You've got a bit of a problem in here, actually. I'll just fill it with bricks for now. Honestly, just brick it up. Yeah. So that's that pattern there sorted. Oh, we've got one more to go. Let's put a log here and a log here. Yeah, here. Can we go every one? We can! Excellent! Most joyous occasion. And that will be built up as well, obviously. Then we'll have the upside down stairs underneath there as well. Oh, it's going to be a lot of cuts. Oh, yeah, up here. I forgot. Mirroring the pattern down here we have on the walls, I've got these sort of, well, they're beams holding up the roof, really. I forget what these are called. There's a proper name for these, but I forget what they're called. Anyway, they're just very simple. They're just this. And in between them, there will be upside down quartz stairs. All in here. So, yeah, I think it's time that I took another cut, did a big update, and then I think I'll wrap this episode up before because then we'll be on to interiors. So, yeah. Right, yeah, a few changes. As well as the stairs here. Upside down stairs between the rafters here. On the stairs, the floor layer, the spruce floor layer, was replaced with a beam because you can't actually see the beam here. So I thought that's more realistic. Let's roll with that instead. And that's happened on all the floors except the last. See here, the beam replaces the floor again. Up here we have quartz in between the rafters, as we do on the previous floor, I think. I hope. Yes, we do. There we go. So those gaps up there are filled with the clay. I said quartz, I meant clay. I apologise profusely. Up on the roof, this has happened. I'm not a great fan of this. I'll have to admit, I am not enjoying this. So maybe I will change this. There's one episode left where we go over the interior layout with rooms and everything. So maybe I'll feature that, a change to this in there. Because let's be honest, this doesn't look good at all. I'm really not happy with this. Anyway, that's been that. If you've enjoyed the build so far, and if you continue to enjoy the build and just notice this bit here is missing, don't forget to leave a like, comment any suggestions for the future. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of this thing. And I'll just bust my way outside so you can see it for the ending thing. There we go. Lovely job. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.